Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning at 6 o'clock on February 4th. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Brinkley Hill. Right now we're taking a live look at Wairika from the Rain Rock Casino. Now we are joined by Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress at the Weather Center. We're also taking a live look out at Ashland as well as seeing a lot of snow this morning. And if you look in the bottom left corner of your screens right now, we are tracking live road conditions. But before we get there, let's check in with Sarah to see what we can expect for our
this morning. Into our west side valleys, not waking up with new precipitation, no new snow on the ground, but we see a lot of slushy areas across the region, especially into those side roads. Out on radar, we are seeing snow east of the Cascades, so into Klamath Falls, and as we're heading into Northern California, snow is falling in Wairika, if you saw it in our weather cam, and into Mount Shasta, waking up with more rain, but that'll change as we're heading throughout the day. Taking a look at Medford, though, like I mentioned, some roads looking better than others. Do expect them to be slick, even if you're not seeing snow on the road. Temperatures this morning are rather chilly, so wherever you're heading out, it is going to be slick. So like I said, definitely do expect to see slick roads this morning. If you're heading east of the Cascades, see heavy snow. It is going to impact visibility, and you might want to head into your car a little bit sooner to brush off that snow. Those windows are going to be foggy as you're turning on your car. But planning out your day in the Rogue Valley this morning, not waking up with snow, but it's going to move back in as we're heading into the afternoon, or I should say late morning hours. By the time we're into 10 a.m., could see some light snow showers, but it'll pick up again into the afternoon, and temperatures are going to remain into the 30s throughout the day, but it does drop off quite a bit as we're waking up tomorrow morning. Today's temperatures around the region for our highs, it is going to be into the lower to mid 30s throughout the day into our west side valleys. Or along the coast, 42 for our high in Brookings, Klamath Falls, 38 and 37 into Wairika. We'll expect more snow throughout the region, possibly a wintry mix as we head way over into Lake County. I'll break this all down for you coming up in our next forecast.
A lot of kiddos have a second day off because there's no school for a lot of schools in the Rogue Valley. Take a look at some of them. Medford, Ashland, Central Point, Phoenix Talent, and Grants Pass school districts are closed today, as well as Rogue River, Klamath Falls City Schools, and Klamath County Schools. Eagle Point and Medford Montessori all canceled school for today. Now, Three Rivers, Butte Falls, Southern Oregon University, Sacred Hearts Catholic, St. Mary's, and Cascade and Grace Christian schools are also closed. For a full list of closures, you can head to our website, kdrv.com. Now in Jackson, Josephine, Klamath County, and the county offices will be opening at 10 a.m. this morning. They have a 2-hour delay. County hybrid and remote workers will work their regular hours. The Klamath County Sheriff's Office will be closed until 10 a.m. this morning. The Lake County Courthouse will also be closed for today. Now these snowy conditions are impacting both arriving and departing flights from the Medford Airport. 8 departing flights were canceled and more than 15 arriving flights were delayed yesterday. Right now we're seeing some pictures from yesterday getting Medford Airport cleared off. Now this morning, 1 flight has been canceled and 2 more flights have been delayed. We're continuing to track those travel impacts throughout this winter storm, and we're keeping you updated when we can. Now overnight, 3,000 people had their power restored, but this morning we're still seeing a lot of red on this outage map. Over 5,500 households are without power this morning. Pacific Power says that due to the severity of this storm, some areas are going to see those extended outages. Crews are on the ground assessing the damages this morning. They're working to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. Pacific Power told NewsWatch 12 additional crews were called in to help with this winter storm.
Crews responding to all of these various areas. The outages are widespread across a large swath of territory, impacting the Medford area, the Klamath Falls area, the Lakeview area. So there's a lot of ground for our crews to cover. They're working as fast as is safe to do so in these conditions to try to get the power back on for our customers.
Power says the best way to stay informed on their outages is to look on their website. The outage map is updated as soon as crews are notified. Now, right now, we're taking a live look at the roads this morning. Our photog William, who's driving, said he's heading towards Phoenix right now. This is the camera on our Storm Runner vehicle that has state-of-the-art weather tracking monitors for you. We're tracking traffic delays this morning and closures around the region before you head out this morning. As you can see, side roads looking a little hairy, still needing to be cleared today, but those main roads are looking better. Now, chains are required if you plan to head through Siskiyou Summit this morning. McAndrews Road from Tarmac to Hillcrest also closed this morning. Many streets dangerous to drive on this morning, so if you can, avoid any unnecessary side roads. Now, Oregon Highway 273 is closed from milepost 0 to 12. 273 is closed from start to the intersection of Green Springs Highway or Oregon Highway 66. Oregon Highway 66 itself is closed from Ashland to milepost 50. Public transportation also being impacted this morning. Rogue Valley transportation routes are delayed, all starting at 10 a.m. today. You can also take a look at the routes that are canceled for the day. Those are 1X, 17, 25, 26, 27, 30, 63, 61, and 21 all canceled. RVTD will have updates this morning starting at 9 a.m. for those routes. You can find those updates on our website. And while most residents are advised to stay home during these severe conditions, local crews are still putting in the effort to clear our roads in case you do need to leave home. ODOT crews have been driving nonstop to plow snow off roadways so that drivers can get to their destinations safely. With more than 20 crews throughout the Rogue Valley, they've been salting the freeways, making semi-trucks put on chains, and helping tow cars that have slid into ditches. Crews who live within the Rogue Valley say keeping these roads safe hits close to home.
My family uses this road too, and I want them to, I'm going to plow this road as if every car out here is my family, and I want them to get to where they're going as safely as possible.
With the snow expected to last through the week, the crews plan on being out 24 hours a day for the week to keep the roadways safe. And take a look at your screens right now. Here are some numbers that you can take note of that can help you get information without calling 911. Emergency Communications of Southern Oregon said they had over 1,200 calls during the storm yesterday. They're reminding you this morning that 911 is for emergencies only. You can call the non-emergency hotline to get access to police, fire, or medical help if it's a non-emergency. And as you head out this morning, you can stay informed about the latest road conditions and school closures right here on NewsWatch 12. We're keeping you up to date with the latest winter storm coverage. You can also download our app from Apple's App Store or Google Play to stay in the know on the go. And with the Rogue Valley towns getting pummeled with snow, the Ashland School District canceled classes. And while the snow started piling up, students and parents flocked to Briscoe Elementary to get some sledding in. These kids now get a second day to sleep in and go sledding. We talked to some families who are out there, as well as Superintendent Hattrick, who told NewsWatch 12 they're monitoring conditions over the next few days.
I want more.
We live just a couple blocks away, so to be able just to walk down and have a place to sled is just great.
It looks like it's going to be just a lot of sleepless nights and continue to just monitor the weather.
Superintendent Hattrick also said that as school starts to get back in session this week, remember that some parents might have to help get their students back to school, especially in higher elevations of Ashland. Right now, we're taking a look at some of the photos that you have shared with us. We appreciate everyone who's been sending us pictures of snow. We've seen some beautiful photos, as well as some fun ones like the snowman, as well as some really fun photos of dogs getting to play in the snow, which is always fun. If you have any photos of the videos of the snow, we would love to see them and show them off. You can send those photos over to our Facebook or our email, which is on your screens right now. Now, in continuing coverage, homeless camping regulations will once again be on the point of discussion at Grants Pass's City Council session tomorrow night. A judge has granted an emergency restraining order on the punishment of homeless people for the next 13 days. So what that means is that the lawsuit brought against the city of Grants Pass by Disability Rights Oregon and Oregon Law Center has been granted this restraining order so that homeless tents cannot be removed from city parks. During this restraining order period, the city cannot ticket, issue citations, or arrest people for camping on city property. Now, I did reach out to the city of Grants Pass for a statement, and they said this is an important issue and we're actively reviewing all aspects to ensure we make the best decisions for our community. At this time, we don't have a final answer, but we will share updates as soon as we can. Now, the city has an executive council session tomorrow before a city council meeting where they could discuss changes to the homeless regulations in the city. If the city doesn't change their regulations, there could be an initial hearing for this lawsuit at the end of this restraining order. Now, more details can be found on the story on our website. This morning we have an update. Mount Ashland will not be reopening this morning, but looking to reopen this Thursday. The closure comes after the main water line broke this weekend. Mount Ashland is saying that the impact on their pump station is catastrophic as they're unable to pump any new water into their system. They've hired professional services to expedite repairs, and they've secured porta potties. The goal is to reopen this week and stay open for the rest of the season.
Bright side, no new snow as we're waking up this morning in the Rogue Valley, but it's going to continue and pick up as we're heading into our afternoon or late morning into the afternoon today. So more snow for our Tuesday, some more snow showers as we're heading into Wednesday, and a bit of a wintry mix for our Thursday. So we're not done with this winter weather just yet, but wrapping back around into this morning, already waking up with snow coverage east of the Cascades and into Northern California. Like I mentioned, we'll see that pick up into the morning. I'll time this out better for you coming up in our next forecast.